A sea of people desperate to resume their lives amid Gaza's destruction tried to return to their neighborhoods in the north, only to be blocked because of disagreements between Israel and Hamas over the terms of the tenuous ceasefire. But as they waited, comments Donald Trump made on Air Force One about their future in Gaza ricocheted across the Middle East.
I mean, you're talking about probably 1.5 million people, and we just clean out that whole thing.
By clean out, Trump said Jordan and Egypt should permanently or temporarily build housing for Palestinians and they can live there instead. An incendiary suggestion, as hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were uprooted from their homes when Israel was created in 1948 and during subsequent wars. This is our country and our land and the land of our ancestors. We want to live and die on it, said Saya al-Sekwali. A Hamas official in Egypt also said Palestinian people will never leave the Gaza Strip. And Jordan's foreign minister gave a firm no. Whether Trump's comments represent a shift in U.S. policy is unclear. But this Israeli analyst who worked on the Oslo peace accords says displacement is the worst possible solution.
That there is no Palestinian, as far as I know, that can accept his deal, what he calls deal.
Who should govern Gaza and how are the existential questions facing Palestinians and Israelis as both sides work to implement the ceasefire after a second successful hostage-prisoner exchange Saturday. While Israelis celebrated, Benjamin Netanyahu's government has refused to discuss any long-term plan, and some in Tel Aviv said they fear without it, war will resume. Zif Shani is a retired Israeli Air Force engineer.
That's why we don't have to just to conclude, bring back the hostages. We have to think of the date of tomorrow and the next week.
And Ian, among the few groups who said they were pleased about Trump's comments about cleaning out Gaza were Israeli settlers who want the Palestinian land for themselves.
And Chris, there's been some movement on these disagreements over the ceasefire conditions.
That's right. Israel had wanted a civilian hostage, Arbel Yehud, released this past weekend, and when she wasn't, that's when they blocked away north for Palestinians. Now there's a deal. That woman and 2 other hostages will be released before Friday, according to mediators, and the Palestinians can continue on their journeys on Monday. Ian.
Chris Brown in Jerusalem tonight.